Going on YouTube? It's your boy, man, Errol. You know what I mean? First video, as you can see by the title. You know what I mean? So let's get straight into it. But before, I want to start on how I started smoking weed. You know what I mean? And before we start, man, I swear, man, before I started smoking, man, I never would have thought that I would have got into smoking, man. Because as a youngin', man, I always said I was never gonna smoke, never get into drugs, never, ever, ever. You know what I mean? But you know, it is what it is, man. Everything happens for a reason, man. You know, now we're here. So, I started smoking, man, when I was about 15. I was like going into ninth grade. You know what I mean? I wouldn't consider myself like an athlete or anything like that, but I was in a soccer team. You know, I spent a lot of my time playing soccer. I used to hate being in the house, man. You know what I mean? I was outside playing soccer, doing something. You know what I mean? It was if it was soccer, man. If it wasn't soccer, man, it was you know, playing basketball. You know, just doing something, man. To just keep the time from passing. You know. But you know, it was a day, man. I was on my way to practice actually. I was on my way to practice, man. At the time, my friend at the time, you know, his mom would give us rides and whatnot to practice, and she was just about to give us a ride until we seen somebody. Like as soon as we pulled off, we had seen a friend from school and stuff like that. And you know what I mean? He was waving, stopped us and stuff like that. He was just, hey guys, go walking, you know, to practice and shit. And we were all like, you know what? We walked to practice anyway. Might as well, you know, fuck it. You know, we ended up all getting out the car. You know what I'm saying? We ended up walking, and you know, we went through the shortcut, you know, through the woods and stuff like that. And then while we was going to the woods, the buddy that stopped us and stuff, he was just like, hey man, I just ran a lick. You gotta know what what that means. Basically, he went ahead and stole. You know what I mean? And he had stole some weed. So he was just like, yeah man, I got some weed from this white boy, woo woo, you know, and some gas, this, that, and that. And then, you know, I was curious, man. I was curious, and I ended up smoking, man. He had some, you know, bowls, you know, gravity bongs, you know what I'm saying, just homemade bong, if you don't know what that is. And then blunts rolled, you know what I mean? So I ended up getting super high before going to practice. And, whatchamacallit? Yeah, man, I ended up smoking and stuff like that. And then, I don't know, after that, I just found myself, there was a point in my life, man, I just felt very low. And I think a lot of people can relate, man. That's why I wanted to make this video. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they smoke for different reasons and stuff like that. And a lot of people just don't admit it. A lot of people just think like, you know, if I admit to something, you're low or you ain't shit, in other words, or I don't know. But at the time, man, I was, you know what I'm saying, feeling low, man. And a lot of people like to think that, hey, man, smoking weed is going to make you feel better. But at the end of the day, we all know we go right back to that blunt. You know what I'm saying? We go right back to feeling the same way we did and shit like that. You know what I mean? That's why I really wanted to make this video, man. Because, you know, by the title of this video, why I stopped smoking weed, you know. Fast forward, man, I was a big stoner, man. A big stoner dude. Everybody knew me, like, just because I smoked weed. Like, you see me in the street, you know, people see me in the street, hey, they gotta smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? I was really that into smoking weed. It led me to stop playing soccer, but that's a whole nother video. You know what I'm saying? It was deeper than just smoking. You know what I mean? But, you know, a couple months ago, man, like, I met this dude at my job, man, that really, like, clicked something in my head. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't tell him about nothing, no smoking or nothing like that. He didn't know me. I just got into this job, you know what I'm saying? And he looks at me and my friend at the time. I keep saying at the time because I don't have friends no more, you know what I'm saying? And I feel absolutely fine. So before you even think nothing, I feel absolutely great. Great. So, you know, He lives with me and my friend at the time, you know what I'm saying? You know, it was kind of weird, man. It was almost like destiny, you know what I'm saying? But, he, um, he was in charge of two, like, how do I say this shit? Two parts of this warehouse that I worked at, right? I was in one part, and there was another part right next to it, you know what I mean? And he was in charge of both places, man. A hell of people, you know what I'm saying? He was a supervisor, so, you know, he had to see everybody, and everybody was bitching at him and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? He's a cool dude. He a cool dude, you know what I'm saying? And I just seen him every day, and I was just like, damn, like, you got going back and forth with these two, you know, two places and shit like that, and he, like, stays so calm, dude. Literally, like, I never seen a guy, like, so calm in my life. And then, you know, one day I just decided to go up to him, man. And for some reason, my friend at the time followed me and shit. And I was just like, hey, man, like, I see, like, there's a lot going on right here, like, and you chilling. And he was just like, what? I speak slang, you know, a lot. He didn't understand me. And I was just like, there's a lot going on right here. I see. How in the world you stay so calm? And then he looks at me, like, chuckles a little bit, you know, laughs a little bit, and, like, he's just like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is nothing to me. You know what I mean? And I'm like, what you mean? I'm like, I see a whole bunch of papers in your hands, and you telling people to do this, and people talking back to you, and this and the other and the third. And I'm like, you are, like, absolutely calm. Like, I would have been crazy. Like, look at my hair. Like, my hair would have just been, poof. You know what I mean? So, how do you stay so calm, my guy? He like, man, you know, I've been meditating for like 9 years, whatnot. And he was just like, stuff like this doesn't get to me, man. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, you know, it gets to them and shit like that. But, you know, it don't get to me no more, man. He was like, it ain't nothing. And I was like, meditating. I was like, oh, okay. And, you know, he was elaborating a little bit on it and stuff like that. And he ended up saying that he was like basically trying to learn how to like read people's minds or some shit like that. Not read people's minds, but I forget what he told me. But I was just like, you know, what do you mean type shit? You know, and then he was just like, so like this, for example, right? He looks at my friend, dead ass, bro. I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up, man. He looks at my friend. And he's just like, you seen something. You know, he's like, you seen something. And it really affected you, man. And you still hold it till this day. You know, and he said it in a way that only he would understand what he's talking about. My friend like looks at me, he's just like, what the? Just thinks for a little bit, man. Looks at me, and he's just like, you know. He's like, you regret a lot in your life, man, and you still holding on to this day. I knew exactly what he was talking about. Like I said, he said it in a way that only you can understand what he's talking about. Like the person he's talking to can understand. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, it's personal and you know it. I'm like, what? And when he said that, it was kind of like it hit me. I was like, shit. He's right, but how the fuck he know? Like I said, like he didn't know me. I didn't talk to him like that. It was just a job. I just went, did what I had to do, and left. You know. And I was just like, hey, what was that that you do? And he was just like, meditation and shit. And I'm like, yeah, what is that? He was like, you know, you get down, you know, cross your legs, whatnot, and then focus on your breathing. You know, inhale from the nose, exhale from the mouth, and do it for about 10 minutes. You know, twice a day or some shit like that. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna try that. And he was just like, yeah, man, go ahead, like, fuck it. And he just went on with his business. You know, and at the time, I was pushing what, like 60 hours, man. I was doing like 11, 12 hours every day. You know what I mean? At a warehouse. Okay, so that shit, you know, people who work in a warehouse, they know what I'm talking about. And, you know, hella tired, man. You know, I have back pain, like a mug, like, tired, man, you know what I mean? And, you know, I was dropping off my friend and stuff like that. And I was like, hey, man, you want to try to meditate? Now that, you know, we got to the crib, you know, sunlight is out, shit like that. You know, it wasn't dark yet. And you know, we meditated outside 10 minutes. And I can't make this up, man. I cannot make this up. Like I said, I was pushing over 60 hours that week. A little over 60 hours that week, man. I meditated 10 minutes. I cannot forget this, man. You know, I left the timer on my phone, did what he told me to do. You know what I mean? And I swear, when that timer went off at those 10 minutes, I felt like I did not work those 60 hours. I feel like all the stress just left my body. And it left me like, holy shit. How the hell? You know what I mean? You know, I was still smoking at the time, man. And basically, you know, I got into this whole meditating thing. And I got to this whole meditating thing, man. You know. And whatchamacallit, I did it every day after that. Every day after that. And I got what? A little over 4 months in. A little 4 months in, right? And I just stopped smoking weed about almost a month ago. Almost a month ago, man. And it happened so naturally, man. You know, I watch a lot of videos, man. You know, I was still talking to him till this day, you know. And he told me that, you know, I had to go sober. You know. He said try to test it out. Like, you know, try to read a book while you're high. You know what I mean? And then when you're done, try to see how much knowledge you got off that book while you're high. And he was just like, all right, and then take 2-3 days, stop smoking, read that book, and see how much knowledge you get after that. And like, I understood as soon as I started reading, like, wow, I was high. I was just like, holy shit, I can't even fucking, like, you know, think, you know what I mean? And then it was really hard, man, to stop smoking, man, because like I said, I've been smoking for like, what, over 5 years. Constant, you know what I mean? All the time, high as hell, all the time. And you know, it just happened naturally, man. Happened naturally during this journey. I like to call it, man, this meditation journey, man. Cause honestly, man, yeah, I'm not gonna get into it right now. But, you know, what got me to stop smoking is this meditation thing, man. Like, I got tired of feeling so tired. Cause, you know, every time I smoked, I felt so tired, man. Like, all my body drained and stuff like that. Cause, you know, when you meditate, it lifts up your energy, you know, gives you energy. Shit like that makes you feel like a natural high. You know what I'm saying? But I always smoked and it brought it right back down. But you never notice because you almost get like addicted to this type of shit. You know, a lot of people don't, you know, admit to that. But, you know, that happened. And I just stopped smoking naturally, man. It's kind of like something hit me in my head like, hey, you gotta start taking yourself seriously if you want to meditate. Or like a little voice in my head. You know what I'm saying? I stopped smoking, got a little over a month. And it's like, it was that little hump that I needed to take to grow higher as a person, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm thinking clear. I'm getting all this knowledge that I know and getting, you know what I'm saying? And it's growing, and I feel it, you know what I mean? And my number one goal, always as a kid, man, was to find natural happiness. Natural happiness. I was always positive, man. Always biggest smile on my face, man. Biggest smile on my face. Like, anybody that knows me, they know. Like, when you see me, bro, 100% of the time, smile on my face, man. Maybe I wasn't happy, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I wasn't happy at the time, but, you know, I always kept a smile on my face. I always pushed this positivity, you dig what I'm saying? I was never negative, never got into anything that I shouldn't have gotten into, you know what I mean? Thank God. I thank God, bro. God is a big reason why, you know, I am where I am today. And, yeah, man, I decided to stop smoking weed to grow myself spiritually, you know what I'm saying, mentally, man. Because I was once very, you know, very depressed, man. Very depressed. Very angry with the world, man. I just wanted to smoke, man. Literally. I know a lot of people, man, can relate. That's why I'm making this video. Because I know a lot of people, man, they smoke to cope with pain, man. To cope with pain. And it don't help, man. It don't help. I can honestly say, bro, today, what's the date? January motherfucking 19th, 2020. Every single day I wake up, man, I feel better than the last. You know what I mean? This is the best I've ever felt, ever in my life. It's almost like I feel like a kid again. You know, when you're a kid, bro, like, nothing matters. Like, you just running around doing woo-de-woo, you know. But I can't lie, man, I got into the smoking thing because I was sad, man. A lot of people left my life, you know what I'm saying, friends, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, family members, you know what I'm saying. And it hurt, man, because I was never a bad person, bro. Never. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I always push positivity, smile on my face, good person. Did. Like, I would smoke because, you know, I don't know why, but I always felt alone. You know, every time I smoked, it was like, oh, you know, I felt better for the moment. But, you know what I'm saying? But as you get into this journey of meditating, man, it's like you get knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It's really, you get knowledge from God straight up. Like, I'm not gonna even sugarcoat it like shit. You know what I mean? Like, you get knowledge from God, man. It's like he's telling you everything you need to know. And this is why I'm making this video, man. Because I know a lot of people cannot admit to shit. Like, when you smoke blunts, like, you get addicted to weed. You get addicted, man, because you're smoking that nicotine mixed with the weed. You dig what I'm saying? It's almost like you smoking a motherfucking jack. And if you don't know what a jack is, a cigarette, other words, you know, tobacco. You're smoking tobacco. You know what I mean? It's what's making you always want to keep going back, and this and that and the other. But yeah, you know, I was very depressed, very angry with the world, man. That's why I smoked all the time, man. Numb everything, numb the pain, everything like that. I even got to stuff that I shouldn't have gotten into. Nothing serious, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, yeah. And then when I meditate, man, I just stop naturally, man. Stop naturally, you know. I stopped for like, I was gonna stop for a week, see how I feel. Continue meditating, though. You know what I'm saying? I meditate every day, don't forget it. I meditate religiously, man. Religiously, that's like 3 times a day type shit. I just meditated not too long ago before this video. You know what I'm saying? When I meditated, it was kind of like, hey, I have to make this video. I've been procrastinating making this video, man, because I'm not comfortable in front of the camera. But now it's just like, whatever. And I know if anyone sees this, man, it can relate, man. Like, that smoking shit, that drinking shit, that popping pills, whatever it is that you do, is not helping. It's not helping you. You're just making it worse. But, you know, people just don't know it. You gotta take a break and take yourself serious and see what it is you're doing. And then you understand. And by I mean taking care of yourself, man. Eating healthy, you know what I'm saying? Start finding good habits instead of going back to that same blunt, same pills, same drink. You know what I mean? Everybody's just gonna wait for that one blunt that's gonna just take all the pain away forever. Come on. We all know that's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Or that one shot that's gonna, you know, take all the memories away. Not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It's time to start taking yourself seriously, man, this year. You know? At this time, man. I don't know if you're gonna watch this video, man, but Spiritual Soul, man. Spiritual Soul. Gazer, you dig what I'm saying? A lot of people know this guy, man. I want to say a special thank you, man, to this guy, man. He has done a lot for me, dog. A lot for me, man. I hear his words on YouTube. You dig what I'm saying? I hear him. And it's just like, now, I gotta put this knowledge to something. I gotta put it in somewhere, and I'm putting it in this video. It's my first video, man. You know what I mean? Hopefully more to come, man. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? I'm already thinking about shit. But hell yeah, man, that's why I stopped smoking weed, man. You know what I'm saying? Whoever watching this video, man, like, comment, man. Subscribe, man. I don't know where this is gonna go. This is my first video, like I said. But I wanna help, man. I wanna help anybody that, you know, can relate to me, you know what I'm saying? Anything like that in that nature, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's all, man. That's all. Take care of yourself, man. I'm out, man.